Hey friends, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm partnering with name brand wigs to bring you another bestseller. This wig has been a bestseller for a long time. I remember when I first started wearing wigs and people would tell me how much they love this wig. This is Jackson by Noriko in the color Creamy Toffee R, which is also a best-selling color for Noriko. And I'm going to tell you all about this one. We're also going to look at this color inside and outside. If you like big hair, big hair, you don't want to miss this video because this hair has the potential to be big. Can't wait to tell you. I would like to thank Name Brand Wigs for their partnership, for allowing me to share another style with you and a bestseller at that. They're a wonderful online retailer. And did you know that they have a great customer service team? I've actually spoken with them about how they train their customer service team and the resources they provide them, and they really do a great job. They care deeply about all of us wig wearers. So if you need help on the journey, you can email them, support@namebrandwigs.com, if you're looking for a particular color or you just have questions. They would be thrilled to support you on your journey. Let's take a look at Jackson from all sides. All right, I'm going to start my review off by giving you a caution. If you are brand new to wig wearing and you've been losing your hair for a while, so you've been dealing with really thin, fine hair, maybe struggling to hide your increasingly visible scalp, trust me, I've been there, this might not be a great first wig to start with. Jackson has quite a bit of permatease and can be big hair. So if you love big hair, you look for wigs with permatease so you can get in there and you can zhuzh the hair up and give yourself volume, you can do that with Jackson. But even when you don't do that, it still has quite a bit of volume on the top. So even when I smooth it out, it is very rounded. This actually reminds me of like newscaster hair, like the anchor woman hair, because of just the profile of it. Look guys, I have not forgotten the beginning of my wig wearing journey 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, and how painful it was in the beginning. Sometimes we see what looks like our dream hair, but we're not ready for it yet. So I want to just urge you to do research before you make purchases and to think about what's not working for you and what is. You may love this style. We're all so different. But if you have bought any wigs at all and you've struggled with it looking wiggy because it's too poofy, this one isn't going to be the one for you yet. But you may get there. This has quite a bit of permatease. Almost the whole cap, except for right back here, has permatease, and it's the poofy kind. I can feel it. And while it's not a heavy density wig, I mean, you can kind of see it's not down on the ends. That's like a really realistic lower density. It does feel like a higher density at the top. I think it's partly because of that permatease. The style is really meant to be big and polished, so just keep that in mind. It's not good or bad. I'm just trying to give you all the facts, and I'm always trying to remember my new wig wear and what I think could be struggles. That said, remember I said Jackson is a bestseller. People love this wig. So if you decide to try it, just keep in mind, you can style your wigs. My favorite trick, if I put a wig on that feels too poofy to me, is a headband. I love these cloth-covered headbands. They don't squeeze my head, they're not tight, and I've yet to find a wig that I can't wear it with. And so what I like to do is I've got a mirror over here, I'll pull some of that hair back, I'll just kind of stick the headband right in there, and then you can really do whatever you want. You can pull up the hair over the headband. You can smooth it out in the back. But I mean, I'm sure you can kind of tell how much that flattened out the poof on this wig. So don't be afraid if you purchase something and it doesn't work for you. Headbands, clips, all of those things are a wonderful tool for you to help you as you get more comfortable with wearing wigs. And I mean, you can tuck. So once you get the headband in, let me get those ear tabs, you can kind of tuck the sides to give yourself even less volume around the top And you could do like a low ponytail. So you could grab the hair, tuck it on the sides, throw it back, and stick it in a low pony. And now suddenly, what was incredibly overwhelming could be more wearable. So just keep styling in mind as you're going along and trying different wigs. It really does make a huge difference. Let's look inside the cap. This is what's called a machine-made cap, otherwise known as a basic cap. So there's no lace front, no monofilament. All of that Permatease lives right up there. We've got ear tabs with bendable stays that you can kind of squeeze in to get a real secure fit on the side of your head. No soft material over those ear tabs. Some of them do, some of them don't. This is not an extended nape. And we've got bra, strap, or pull adjusters. The rest of the cap is open wefted. I will tell you guys, this cap is running small. Noriko kind of is known for running a little bit on the smaller side of average. But I do find a lot of variation in how Noriko caps run. I have had multiple Jacksons over the years, and most of them have fit me like this one is, really, really tight. As a matter of fact, let me just take my wig grip off. It's kind of uncomfortably tight on me. So let me give myself a little bit more room. Wig grips are great for holding your wig secure, but they can add a tiny bit of bulk underneath the wig. So if you have a wig that's already tight on you, a wig grip, whoo, look at that, you guys. A wig grip may not be the best choice for underneath your wig. And it already feels so much better not having that wig grip on. So the cap is running a little small. I would say this is definitely running average petite. I'm not getting any extra cap up here, and it's pretty tight around my circumference, and I have it cinched out almost all the way. I have a 21¼ circumference, and I am very petite over the top of my head. All of my measurements are in the description below, so you can compare them to yours. I think if you're average large, this is not going to fit you. I think even if you're solidly average, if you're very much bigger than me in your measurements, this is going to be really tight on you. There's a tiny bit of stretch, but this isn't really the stretchiest cap I've ever had. Let me get these ear tabs in place. I am getting okay coverage on the sides. The ear tabs are pretty much falling where I like them, but overall, I would expect if this were running closer to average, it wouldn't be fitting me as small as it is. So just word of warning. And that does happen. Not all Noriko wigs are like this though, so it's sort of hit or miss. Now, you've noticed I've been kind of sliding this hair to the side quite frequently during this video. This is, since it has a basic cap, you're not going to be taking that hair up off, otherwise you're going to be able to see that hard transition. It doesn't have, the bangs are too long though for me to have them as a full bang. If, on the other hand, you are a full bang where you wear bangs, this is perfect. Just cut bangs into it. I have a video showing how to take a thinning razor to cut bangs into a wig, and since these are actually shorter to begin with, you sort of have a template. You just have to shorten them, and a thinning razor is perfect because really hard to overdo it and really hard to take a big giant snip accidentally. So that's how I recommend doing it unless you're an experienced hair cutter. You can always wear it slid to the side. I am finding I've got sort of a wayward piece that doesn't necessarily want to cooperate. The more I work with it, the greater the chance that is going to start to cooperate. But if I can't get it to lay the way I want it, a little bit of water and, a clothing steamer is perfect to redirect these fibers, because this is regular synthetic, so you really can't take a heat tool to it, but you can take a clothing steamer. And what I would do is I would just make sure I've way over-directed it this direction, clip it, or hold it, but make sure that it's not on your head, and just hit that with some steam, let it cool, and then you might find that you've got those fibers doing what you want them to do. But I do think for my bang wearers who like to cut bangs in your wigs, this is the perfect style for that. All right, I think I covered all of the important stuff. Let's talk about color. Creamy Toffee R. I mentioned that this is a Noriko best-selling color, and I think this works for blondes and brunettes because it does have a root, that's the R, I believe they also have a creamy toffee color that doesn't have the R. So it would be this color just without the root. And we've got, basically they call it a shadowed root, which I agree with. They're calling it spring honey. It's really like a honey color, a warmer, dark blonde. And then we've got 50-50 with light golden blonde. And the color codes they've given us are 27 and 613. So 613 is basically a light blonde. It's not platinum, it's more warm than that, but that's sort of the light blonde. And then a 27 is kind of a strawberry. This isn't red though, but what it does is it really warms it up. You can see some of the lighter tones, you can see some of the darker tones, like a dark blonde, even bordering a little bit potentially on a light brown, but I would call this a blonde all the way. And every now and then I see like a warm strip that could be a hint of that strawberry, but again, it's not pulling red, it's just really a warm blonde, very warm. And again, that root, it's a darker root, but it's certainly nowhere near black. I would say it's probably more of a medium brown, and it's a shadow. It's not a long root at all, and it's gonna look a lot darker right now because of the lighting I use. We have to use a lot of lighting so it'll pick up all the detail, but I will get outside for you guys. I've already filmed that segment, and you can see this color outside, and I do show you the root outside in natural light. All right, everybody, that's it. Jackson, a bestseller from Noriko, name brand wigs, is waiting to help you with your wig questions. So even if this isn't the wig for you, still reach out to them if you're struggling. I know we feel really alone on this journey. We don't know where to turn. And you can always message me on social media. You can leave a comment. You can even email me. I have my email down in the description. But I'm only one person, and Name Brand Wigs has a lot of employees. Not a lot, but more than just me. And they can help you if I just don't happen to get back to your question. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really, really hope that you find the information that you need to help you be successful on your journey. Let me know if you have questions about this piece. I'm happy to help. I'll talk to you soon. Friends, here you go. She is straight out of the box. Haven't even done my review yet. All right, there you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.